Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer, and today I have another pick a card reading for you. Today we're going to be focusing on the full moon coming in on October 9th, 2022, and the messages you need to hear regarding that. Okay, without further ado, go ahead and pick from the piles that we have. There are 3 piles to choose from. You can choose by either using the picture or the tones that will be played. Pile 1, Pile 2, Pile 3. Choose wisely. Okay, let's get into it. Pile 1. So, we have your cards here. We're going to be taking a look at them at the end of the reading. But let's go ahead and hop in. We're going to focus... To begin with, we're going to be focusing on the main themes that's going to be showing up for you with this full moon and how it's going to affect you regarding your spiritual path, your money and career, and your love life. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it because this may be a little bit long. I'm gonna just let you know, okay? Because I wanted to give you a good, bit of information. So let's do it. All right, so So we have here calmness, solitude, and doubt. Okay. Hold on. Let me move these cards out the way. I'm going to put these over here. All right. So the first thing that I'm picking up here for you, pile 1, is a little bit, I'm gonna just be honest, I'm getting a little bit of friskiness. So that could either mean you may be, right, especially with the solitude showing up, you could be wanting a romantic relationship, or you could just be desiring connection within your life in a deeper way, right? Friskiness doesn't always mean like, you being a freak giant. It could just mean you have this desire, this unquenchable thirst. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. But I feel like with this calmness card, it says the inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. Yeah, so what I'm getting is there's a deep desire for like more joy, more happiness within your life. And with this doubt card showing up, you could be feeling like, right, hopeless or helpless in some way. That's what's showing up for you with this full moon here. It may be causing you to go hermit, go within, to reflect, do a little bit of introspection, and figure out what you feel you may be lacking and how you can go about getting it, right? This could be showing up for some of you in a romantic sense, where you may be wanting a romantic partner. For others of you, it could be showing up in your familial life, where you may be feeling like you're lacking that connection with maybe your kids, or like your friends, your family, right? And then others for you, this could be showing up for you spiritually, where you want a deeper connection with the divine, and you may be having a hard time bridging that gap, where you feel like, what I'm hearing is, show me a sign, right? Like you feel like the divine may not be giving you as much as you desire, be it when it comes to signs, or when it comes to clarity, when it comes to abundance, miracles, that kind of thing. Okay, but let's go ahead, let's keep going. Okay, these wanted to show up. So we got creativity and reflection. So, but I'm gonna put them back because they were being weird. All right. Let's see. If they come back out, they come back out. Bottom of the deck here, we got windfall. Let's see. We have here, what? Creativity wanted to show up again. We got journey, challenges, relaxation, turmoil, and self-respect. Okay. I'm picking up romance really heavy here. So somebody watching this may be really wanting like more romance in their life. But what I'm getting here is, or that could just be how the ancestors is making it clear to me. Okay, but yeah. So with this self-respect showing up here, this is showing me that there has been a shift within you about what it is that you not only what it is that you desire, but what it is that you will accept from people and circumstances, where you desire more, and because of that, like your standards are higher than they were maybe last year or whenever, and because of that, you may be experiencing challenges because you want things, right? Be it romance or maybe a job, deeper connections, but at the same time, you're not the same person that you were. You expect more, you desire more, and so, right, with this relaxation card showing up here, the full moon is really coming in to, I feel like what's the word? To affirm you, to affirm that yes, right, this is what you've experienced, right? This may be showing up for you emotionally, very much emotionally, where you just may be overwhelmed with this feeling of like lack or disappointment, or just even for some of you, right, I get like this excitement for like continuing forward, adventuring, going, trying new things, that kind of thing. It can be showing up either way. But it's like the full moon is really showing up for you to affirm like your experiences, to affirm what it is that you're feeling, but to also give you that push to move towards the things that you desire, rather than moving backwards to the things that you've outgrown, the people, the situations that you've outgrown, because you recognize now that you can't get what it is that you want from those things. Now, with this doubt card showing up, you're going to have to face that part of you, right, that shadow aspect that feels like, okay, well, I recognize that these things haven't been giving me what it is that I want, but can I really get it from anything or anyone else, right? So you're going to have to really sit down with yourself and reflect on why you feel that you can't get those things, why you're not worthy, or why those things why you feel those things don't exist, right? And really like come to terms with that, to heal that, to release that, so that you can be more open to the things that you actually want. Okay, but let's move on to your spiritual. How is it showing up for you spiritually? Excuse me. First card out, we got the Death card. So yeah, like I said, it's been a big transformation, a big change for you here. Okay. To stay. Okay. Okay, wow. And then right after that, we got the Temperance card. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. This is going to require a great deal of patience for you because, right, although there has been a shift internally, right, I just saw 1122. Although there has been a shift internally, what's present in your external may still reflect your past or where it is you're coming from. And so it's going to be important for you to not get caught up in what you're seeing on the external and to really focus on bringing what you're feeling internally outward. Okay? Let's see. All right, bottom of the deck here. Look at this. We got the Lovers. Didn't I say some of y'all is really like, y'all want a relationship bad, okay? But yeah, so this could look like you're really desiring like a safe space, a place where you feel comfortable being this new version of you. So you could be really wanting to connect with like-minded people. You could be really wanting to, to share your knowledge, to like, what's the word? I don't know, but it's like, what's good? The best way I can explain it is like, how like the Jehovah's Witnesses, they like come to your door and they like want to tell you about Jehovah. Like you may be feeling like that where you want to like share your knowledge. You want to like explore, you want to learn more. And so, right, that's that excitement that I was feeling. Like you're like really excited about these changes that you're experiencing, that you're going through. And you're wanting to expand that, you want to grow that, so you may be really wanting to learn more, go deeper in your spiritual path, go deeper in your spiritual journey, connect with more like-minded people, and it's really important that you do that, right? Because otherwise you could feel stunted or stifled, right? If you kind of get caught up in how things are showing up for you externally, right? Like I said, the external may not be reflecting what you have, the shift that has occurred internally. So you're going to have to, like I said, bridge that gap. You're going to have to start like showing up different. You're going to have to start holding yourself accountable and not really so much worrying about like other people, but really focusing on yourself, focusing on creating a safe space for yourself. If that's at home, wherever it is. If that's actually going out and creating one or finding one, you're going to have to do that because your growth depends on it, right? I don't want to scare you or nothing, but your growth, your continued growth and healing depends on it. You're going to have to do that. Otherwise, you may fall back into old patterns or old mindsets, old ways of doing things, and it's like important that you don't do that, right? I'm being like a big brother, big sister right here. Like, no, let's not go backwards, okay? Let's move forward. So that means you're going to have to let certain things go. You're going to have to let certain relationships go because they're not good for you. No matter what they may be bringing to the table or what they may do for you, they're not right, and you know it. And when you do things that you know is not right anyway, you're going to have to deal with the consequences. Don't come to me. No. Okay, but yeah, but also, right, you're gonna have to be, right, we got the Nine of Wands here, very much protective of your energy. So make sure you're doing your cleanses, making sure you're like wearing your protective jewelry, saging yourself, saging your space, doing your meditation, all that grounding work to keep your vibration high so that you're not affected by like what's going on, okay? Because it can get a bit overwhelming, because I feel like for most of you, like your eyes have been open to certain things. You're more aware of certain things, and the people around you may not have that same awareness. You can't change them people, right? You can't wake them up. They got to wake up on their own. You know what I'm saying? So focus on you. Focus on maintaining your high vibes and moving forward. All right, so let's look at love. Right? Okay, because yeah, with this Lovers card, this is you really very much being focused on your purpose, being focused on like your true calling, your path, which looks like you desiring more of the things that align with you and align with your purpose. So it makes sense that, right, if you resonate with what I was saying earlier, you may be really wanting like your life partner, your soulmate, twin flame, whatever it is you want to call it, okay? But let's go ahead and see how this full moon is affecting your love life, okay? Okay, we're not gonna take these ones. See anything else? Yeah, okay. So it seems like for some of y'all, like y'all root chakra, your sacral chakra, up to your solar plexus chakra, they may be like a little bit overactive. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it may be good for you to do a little bit of research, okay? Because it seems like some of y'all may be, all right, we're gonna stop there, that's a lie. Some of y'all may be feeling, like I said earlier, a little bit frisky. I ain't gonna lie, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Like it gives me, because like you're feeling yourself, which I'm not gonna say is anything wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that, but it just, be mindful here. Be mindful of who and what you're connecting with. Okay, look. Y'all feeling frisky now. All right. I'm gonna mind my business. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, for some of y'all, there may be a relationship here that, yeah, some of y'all may actually be in a relationship. A long-term relationship, which could actually be good here, where but at the same time, like the both of you may be growing at different rates. And some of you may even be struggling with like you being the person that's doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of growth, and maybe feeling like they're not doing their part, or they're not putting in as much effort or as much work as you. And so it's going to be important for you to be honest about that, to talk about that. Otherwise, it may cause some issues. It may cause some problems within your relationship. You don't want to be having no resentment or like carrying around any kind of like negative energy, okay? So it's important to be honest about what you're feeling, about what it is that you want going forward within your relationship. Now, if you're single, right, this is talking about what I said earlier. You're going to have to like start making changes when it comes to who and what you're connecting with. You can't be connected with the same type of people that you was. You're different. Your expectations, your standards are different. So move accordingly. Okay? Get this little devil under control. Okay? All right. Okay. Yeah. Because some of y'all, you're feeling a little bit impatient. Because you know what it is that you want, but it may be taking some time to get to you. So this full moon energy got you like, I've been drinking. Calm down. All right. I need you to calm down. And I need you to be aware of your feelings and not so much controlled by them. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that. So yeah, like some of you may be really wanting to go out to have some fun. I'm not gonna tell you not to do that, but just be mindful, right? Just because you go out and you meet some people don't mean You know, you got to take them beer goggles off, honey boo boo. Okay? That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say. Okay. So this full moon energy is really coming in to remind you to be aware of what it is that you truly desire, not just like simple, immediate pleasures, but what is it that you want going forward in your path, in your journey. Be mindful of that and move with that in mind, right? Set your intentions for what it is that you want. If you're not sure, then it may be time for you to pull back, reflect, spend some time really like making a list, thinking about what you want your next partner to be like, based off of your past experiences, and yes, use that to decide or discern, right, these people that may be coming in, because you feel like you glowing. I know it. So just because they coming to you don't mean they right for you, okay? So take some time to go, okay, is they checking off what's on my list? And if not, like a bus, it's another one coming, okay? Don't worry about it. That's what I gotta say about that. Let's go on to money and career, because we've been doing this for a while now. All right, let's see. Look, Death card is coming out again. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like, yeah, we got the Nine of Swords coming out in reverse, that a lot of y'all you may be feeling a bit like overwhelmed or overworked here. You could be tired of, with the Death card showing up, you could be really tired of like the path that you're on or what you've been doing thus far. It seems like if you have like a job, right, like a 9 to 5, it may be getting to you. The stress of it or the workload of it is getting to you here. Some of you could be even looking for other work that's better aligned with like where you see yourself going in the future. Okay. But like it seems, hold on. Yeah, some of you may want, bottom of the deck, I got 3 Pentacles. Some of y'all may want a different job, but you're worried about money, right? Your stability. So you could be desiring different work or wanting to make a career change, a path change in some way. But again, with this full moon energy, is really pushing you to really get clear on what it is that you really want. Oh yeah, we have the Star here twice. I just noticed that. We got Temperance here twice. Yeah, so it's really important that you be patient here. Patient with yourself, but also patient with the process, because I feel like it's really important for you to spend some time figuring out what it is that you really want going forward and not moving hastily. But taking your time to fill things out, to figure out like what you really want to do going forward. Yeah. Because it seems like you may be torn between a logical decision and, yeah, I just saw 25, 55. Could be torn between the logical decision and what your heart is saying. So it's like, make sure with this full moon that you set intentions for clarity on like your purpose, on like what God wants for you. But also to get in tune with what it is that you want for yourself, where it is you're feeling called to go, and what it is you're feeling called to do within your life. It may not be that you want to leave this job completely. It could just be that you desire more fulfillment when it comes to what it is that you're doing. So maybe you want to do a side hustle, or maybe you want to volunteer or something. It may be something like that, you know what I'm saying, where you just want more fulfillment in your life. So it's like it's important that you use the energy of this full moon to gain more clarity on like what it is that you want, what it is, what this feeling is that's bubbling up within you, so that you can make more well thought out and planned decisions about your journey going forward. Okay? Yeah, because there's some things here opening up for you, right? It may have been taking some time here. There may have been some things that you needed to learn, to figure out, like I was saying, right? About like what it is that you want. But once you really begin to like get clear on that, things are really going to start opening up for you. And you're going to be able to really have more fulfillment, have more joy and time, I feel, to like be happy and to do the things that you want to do. But you're going to have to like kind of learn how to manage a little bit better, like your time, your energy, your focus. Yeah. Okay, but let's go ahead and look at your crystal. So what crystal, excuse me, would be most beneficial for you to work with for this full moon? We have your, girl, I didn't look at these, I promise. It say the crystal that would be most beneficial for you to work with for this full moon, it says clear quartz. Get crystal clear. Girl, stop playing. Get crystal clear. Ain't that what I was saying? All right, and then your angel message, it says courage and bravery. All right, so let's read from the books for these. So your crystal, clear quartz, it says, all right, it says make space in your head for clear thoughts that might lead to greater insight into your life. Everyday worries and stress can blind you to the big picture. When you're feeling confused, make sure you don't lose sight of the forest through the trees. The clarity that comes from mindfulness allows you to view your life from a higher perspective. Keep focused on your goals and intentions as you continue to work toward becoming your best self. Like spiritual 2020 vision, you can see clearly where you are going and how to get there. Core questions: have you been feeling lost or confused? Do you know what you want? What does being clear look or feel like to you? And then crystal action. Affirm, I am crystal clear. Today, sit and meditate for 3 minutes to clear your headspace. All right? Yes, indeedy. All right, let's go to your angel message. Courage and bravery. All right, it says, you have the heart of a warrior. You want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in a light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is right. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. The angels are reminding you that it's okay to feel, and your vulnerability will allow you to tap into an even greater inner strength. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe, guided, and guarded, so call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy in any situations that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experiences of being respected. Okay? Your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that always remains whole, healed, and complete. So if you are feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is your truth. All right? But that's all I have for you, Power One. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Yeah, I really enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out. Power 2. So we have your crystal and your angel message. We're going to be looking at this at the ending of your reading, but we're also going to be taking a look at the general energy that's coming in for you with this here full moon, and how it's going to show up and affect you spiritually when it comes to your romantic life and also money and career. So this may be a little bit long because I wanted to, give you lots of info, but bear with me. Let's go ahead and get started, okay? So first we're going to look at like the overall energy theme for you with this full moon. Okay, so let's see. The first thing I'm feeling is like, or picking up, is like this desire to like prove yourself or to like level up in some way. Look, first card coming out, divine timing. Bottom of the deck here, we have Make It God's. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. It says, release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. Okay, and then we have feelings, compassion, and companionship. Yeah, first thing I'm getting is very much a longing. It gives me, like, it makes me think of Moana, the song, it calls me, right? Okay, so like, it's like you're being called to move in a specific direction, right? I feel like this has to do with your life purpose, your goals, your dreams, and there's a great longing here. And the quote that comes to my mind is from Tracy Ellis Ross. It says, I think it's her, yeah. May the space between where I am and where I wish to be inspire me, right? So I feel like you could be feeling like kind of bogged down by the journey or the path towards what it is that you want. And it's giving me like almost like a really heavy, almost like impossible feeling, where you may be feeling like you've been working so hard and maybe you've lost your steam, you've lost your momentum. But this divine timing here, right? It says, the divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Right? And I feel like maybe a few of you here, there may have been a relationship that ended here with this companionship, where you may be missing that individual, right? That may be showing up for you here with this full moon. or you could just be really desiring companionship, a partner at this time. And I feel like it's important that you acknowledge those feelings, but not get like caught up in them to the point where you start backpedaling or moving towards things that you know aren't right for you, right? I feel like it's important that you hold and keep your focus on what you're being called to, what you feel is your purpose, what you feel is destined for you by God. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I want to read this compassion. It says, as you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Won't he do it? Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Yeah, I feel like it's important that you see yourself as whole and not lacking anything. Whether this has to be with your life purpose, your goals, but also with your romantic relationships, right? Like not feeling like you need something or someone to complete you, but that, those things are just a part of your journey. And when it's time for them to come into your life, they will. And if at any point it's time for them to leave, they will as well. But it doesn't affect your worthiness or your wholeness. Okay? But let's go ahead and get some more cards out here. Yeah, I feel like there's this waiting energy. And then with that, the card surprise comes out. Oh, okay. Wait a minute now. Bottom of the deck here, we have creativity. All right, so we got surprise, journey, turmoil, and indecision. Yeah, so one, I want to say what's really coming in for you with this full moon is this energy, this knowing that you can weather any storm. That's really what I'm getting. Like, even though some of you may not be feeling that right now, some of you could like be feeling like kind of heavy, kind of icky, kind of like sad or overwhelmed. But what's really coming in is this deeper understanding that you can deal with what comes your way, and that no matter what path you take, there's going to be challenges, but as long as you're moving in the direction that you feel you're called in, as long as you're staying true to yourself, your intentions are pure, your heart is pure, and you're really connected to the divine, you're straight, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like for some of you, maybe in the recent past, your path maybe took a turn that maybe you weren't expecting, that brought in some challenges that maybe caused you to question yourself, caused you to doubt yourself, and maybe even made you feel like you were unworthy of something, of the things that you desire, that you maybe weren't good enough or something like that. And so it maybe caused you to question your path, maybe cause you to begin to question yourself, to doubt yourself. And I feel like this full moon is really coming in to kind of wrap you up and like really allow you to feel those feelings, but also to release them and to let them go, so that you can continue forward on your journey. Okay, where you feel more open, but also confident within your ability to make decisions for yourself, to go after the things that you desire, without doubting yourself, without doubting the divine, right? Yeah. I feel like with this indecision card, I feel like there's clarity coming in for you here. Clarity that's going to allow you to see past certain, I feel like emotions, but also like to see past like your shadow. I feel like shadow work is important here. To see past like your ego or your doubts, your fears. Excuse me. And to really, get clear on your path, your purpose. Very much like a calmness. Even while I was like doing this, it's like, yeah, hold on. It gives me like, how like in the, like those samurai movies or whatever, or like those kung fu movies, like right before they're about to like get into like fighting, they come to like this kind of calm and they like get into this zone. I feel like that's what's coming in for you here. And it's going to allow you to like see past all this stuff that may have been like clouding your mind, clouding your judgment. And so I feel like a purge may be necessary here, a cleanse. If you need to cry it out, if you need to scream it out, you need to write it out, whatever it is, let that get on up out of you so that you can really come into this like Zen space, this calm, peaceful space, so that you can move forward more freely, more openly, more calmly, okay? But let's see how this is going to show up for you and affect you spiritually. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, the Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Look, when I talk about shadow, look at that. Ain't that what that look like? Yeah, look. Oh, I wish I could show you this. Hold on. You see how he's like really, he's not allowing this to determine like his focus or his shot. Yeah, like he's not allowing it to affect it. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, with this Nine of Wands, it's like a very much a surrender. Yeah, and opening to all of the possibilities, all of the assistance and the support that's currently around you. That's what's happening for you here. Yeah. Because I feel like you could have been caught up in like your head a lot. That could have been affecting you. Could have been feeling like really stuck, really stifled, blocked. And this could have been bringing up a lot of like anger, frustration for you, lethargy. And I feel like this full moon is going to help you with that. Right? The full moon will be a good time for you to really connect with your ancestors, to give some offerings here. but also to ask for like clarity, to ask for assistance, and what it is that you should be focusing on at this time, and trusting and believing that they will show you and that they will guide you, okay? Right, if you like work with animals, it would be a good time to like, yeah, but really it'd be a good time to just spend some time outdoors. Yeah. I don't know if I said that. A cleanse, yeah. Make sure you're getting like some real good herbs here. But also making sure that you're grounding. You're praying, you're meditating. But also that you're not like getting caught up in other people's drama or in other people's issues, right? But that you're really making time to focus on yourself, right? Self-care, self-love. Right? This is a time for you to really like get yourself together, to focus on you, to get back in like alignment, and to get grounded, get centered, okay? Yeah, so you can prepare for these next steps, because I feel like that's what's coming up. This full moon is really going to give you clarity about your next steps, and I feel like that's maybe what you've been looking for or asking for, praying for. And so really just, I feel like for this full moon, just spend some time just like getting into that space where it's like not just that you're like calling out for it, but that you're expecting it. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna say this prayer, I'm gonna do this cleanse, I'm gonna do this, and clarity is gonna come to me. You feel what I'm saying? All right, yeah, let's do money and career, and then we'll do love. Alright, so we got Page of Swords, the King of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I'm getting that. Hold on. Let me get the cards out first. Hold on. All right. Bottom of the deck, got the Page of Cups. Okay. So what I'm getting is some of you. Hold on, let me get some water, y'all. Because I love it. Yeah, throat chakra. All right. So some of y'all could have really been like worried about like being a failure, or being seen as a failure by maybe like your loved ones, your family. Woo, okay. And this could have been causing your doubts, your insecurities here when it comes to the steps that you've been taking on your path. But with this full moon, it's bringing in this, I hate to say that, but it's giving me like, you know how people be like, you got to hit rock bottom before you can climb up or find your way out, something like that. It's giving me like almost kind of like that vibe where it's like you've gotten to the point where it's like, you know what, I really don't care if you think I'm a failure. I don't care what you think about me. I know what I think about me. I know what I want, and I'm going to go after it. I don't care if you believe in me. I don't care. I got this, right? That's the vibe that's coming in for you here with this full moon. And it's very much, right, because look, we got the King of Wands and we got the King of Cups. So I feel like it's a very much like energy that has been building within you, where maybe it was there, but like it took certain experiences, it took you going down this path that you're on to get to this point where like you undoubtedly believe in yourself, believe in your connection with the divine, believe in your path, believe in your purpose. And being in this space is what's going to better allow you to feel more comfortable to go after like what it is that you really want, rather than focusing on what other people want for you or other people expect of you, what other people think is best for you. Because it's like you've experienced like the opposite, where, right? Because we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. You've experienced trying to people please or focusing on like what you think other people want. And so now it's gotten to the point where, okay, I've done that and it didn't work out. So now maybe I should try the other way. Maybe I should do what I've been wanting to do all along and F what everybody else got to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But also this is very much like with this Page of Swords, feeling comfortable and confident in your ability to, one, speak life into yourself and into your dreams, your goals, but also to ask for what it is that you want and what you need, rather than like going without in order to keep the peace or keep everybody else happy. But no, like, I need this or I want this, and not being afraid to say that, not being afraid to go and do things that maybe before you felt uncomfortable doing, or like, maybe, you know I should do it, but I don't really want to do it. But now it's like, no, I gotta do it, let's do it, you know, whatever. That's what I'm getting here. Okay? Yeah. And it's not like like you don't care about other people's feelings, because you do, right? With this King of Cups, you're very much empathetic, but at the same time, you recognize that you can't always people please. You can't do that, right? Sometimes people gotta go without. People not gonna get what they want, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Without feeling like the bad guy. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah. Some of you, this looks like making sacrifices here, where like you, right, with money and career, where you have to like not think about like your current happiness, right? Where it's like, okay, yeah, I want to like go out to eat, but I really need to save money. So I'm not going to go out to eat. I'm going to like put my money into groceries and cook my meals and do this, right? That's what that looks like. Or, yeah, this is very much being focused on the future, being focused on what it is that you want to move towards. And because of that, okay, I can't have everything that I want right now, but I know in the future, moving forward, I will be able to. So some of you, right, you may, if you've been looking for work or something, this may entail you maybe working a job that maybe you wouldn't be your first choice, right? And that, I'm not saying to like settle for anything. I'm not saying that at all. But it may look like doing certain things that maybe you wouldn't have done before in order to get to where you want to go without sacrificing, right, your morals or your true desires, your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? I think you get what I'm saying. All right, but let's go ahead and move on to romance and love. Yeah, again, sacrifice is showing up here, right? I feel like a lot of you here have like left your, or have given, surrendered your love life to the divine. Like, okay, look, this is what I want. And if you saying I gotta wait for it, then I gotta wait for it. And for some of you, you could be very much like, I'm not gonna say very much, but you could be really closed off to like advances or people coming to you if you feel like they're not of a particular caliber. Yeah, because you have your heart set on like a particular relationship. Mm. And by that I mean like, if you're not, right, for the single folks there, like you have an idea of what you want your future to look like. Like maybe you want to like settle down, you want to have kids, and so you've already kind of like put some time, some thought, some effort into, okay, well, what does my partner look like, right? The person that I want to have kids with, that I want to get married to, da 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 da. What would they be like, or how would I experience them? And so you're kind of, yeah, you're pretty much holding out for that. Right on. Yeah. And some of you here, right? Some of you have been hurt in the past. There's some things that you may still be carrying emotionally that you're working to heal before you open up to another relationship here. Okay. And for those of you who are in a relationship, you could be really thinking about kids, thinking about your future, wanting to, move in that direction. So you're really focused on like healing any like traumas or issues within yourself, within your partnership. Also, your partner doing the same, so that y'all can come together and really think about y'all's legacy, prepare for that, prepare for kids, get all of that situated and together, right? You're thinking long term. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about that video where it's like, you're thinking small, think big. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like you're very much focused on like your own, like your internal. You're focused on your healing, right? You're not all that worried about love at this time. That's not where your focus is. You're like, if it happens, it happens, right? For the singles out there, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But there is the expectation that it will happen when it's meant to, right? Divine timing. All right. Well, let's go ahead and look at your crystal. So what crystal would be most beneficial for you to work with on this here full moon? We got sodalite. Speak your truth, bruh. With that, when I started coughing, that throat chakra. That throat chakra. And then we got here, for your angel message, we have opportunity and change. Okay? So let's read from the book here. Okay? Let's do the angel message first. Opportunity and change. Okay. It says, as one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. Your angels are drawing close to support you in making the changes that you need to make to attract opportunities and abundance. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginning you are seeking is unfolding now. If you're hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular project, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown, but it will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings and gifts and what's important to you. Your guardian angel is waiting to guide you through the doorway of opportunity that is being offered to you now. You are in a time of change and opportunity. Whether this involves a new role, career opportunity, relationship, child, or project, know that it is blessed by God and angels. This is an exciting time, and if you have apprehensions, know that this card is reassuring you that you are being supported by the divine. If you ask angels to lead the way, you will be guided by signs, intuition, and instinct. Move forward fearlessly, as this is a blessed time for you. Yay. All right, let's read for your crystal. Solar lights. Solar lights. It says, you have something to say. You have a powerful voice. Speak up. Allow your words to flow from your heart, ensuring that your communication is authentic to how you feel. Although it can be much easier to let certain things go unsaid, it's important to have those difficult, even sometimes awkward conversations to express yourself and ask for what you really need. Articulating your thoughts and feelings to others allows them to understand and honor your truth. Through your clear, confident communication, others can hear what your heart is really saying. Core questions. When do you need to speak up for yourself? Where are you not being honest with yourself and others? How would it feel to speak your truth? Affirm, I communicate clearly and others listen to my truth. Today, speak from your heart instead of your head. All right. But that's all I have for you, pile 2. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. I truly enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out. Pile 3. Okay, pile 3. So we have your cards here, your crystal and your angel message. We're going to read this at the end of your reading. But first, we're going to take a look at the incoming energy for you for this full moon and how it's going to affect you spiritually, romantically, and monetarily, and in your career, okay? So it might be a little bit long because I wanted to, go over all those things with y'all, but let's go ahead and get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with overall energy theme for you with this here full moon. Excuse me. All right. Oh, goodness. I'm feeling a bit of fogginess or like uncertainty. There could be an opportunity here that you're waiting to hear back on, or that you want, right? For some of you, I feel like you may be waiting to hear back on it. For others, right, and this may be like a small percentage here where like you wanted some kind of opportunity, but it went to someone else. And so now you're like, okay, well, what do I do now? Okay, let's see. So some of you could be questioning like your path or your purpose. Bottom of the deck, we have here challenges. So some of y'all could be like experiencing some throat chakra issues here. It says, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Okay. Then we have here clarity. Oh, ciao. And solitude. Okay. Clarity says, let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. And then solitude says, once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Okay. Yeah, so this full moon is really calling you to get quiet here, right? Spending time out in nature would be really good here, right? With all this green, right? That tells me there's something going on here with your heart chakra. It's important that you remain open. So whatever it is that you need to do to release any kind of like, the first thing that's coming to my mind is shame or guilt, any hurt, any pain. It's important that you release that so that you can remain open. Also, there's some doubt here. Yeah, some of you may be questioning the divine here. Yeah, that makes sense with this challenges card here. Right, so rather than allowing those feelings to like push you away from the divine or push you away from your spiritual practices, excuse me, take, like, when you feel like you want to like pull away, move towards the divine, right? Sit in prayer, sit in meditation, light a candle, right? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could even just be you know, like venting in your head or writing things out, writing your feelings out, you know what I mean? And like burning it, giving it to the divine, letting it go, right? So that it's not like bogging you down, lowering your vibration here. Yeah, for some of you here, there's a need for like inner child healing. So time out, like I was saying, time out in nature, time with animals would be beneficial here. Singing, watching movies that you enjoyed or connect to your childhood would be good here. All right, let's get some more cards. Connectivity, balance, and windfall. Okay, bottom of the deck here, we have relaxation. Yeah. Right. Going back to what I was saying about your heart chakra, right? It's getting like kind of like what's stopping you from being open is you're not really expressing your feelings. So, you know, talking it out, writing it out, whatever it is that you need to do to get those feelings out, right? It's going to help you to gain that clarity, to feel more at peace. Because I feel like you may be focusing a lot on like what you feel you're lacking, what isn't working, those negative feelings, those negative thoughts. And it's important that you do what you can to relinquish those things so that more positive emotions, more positive opportunities, more positive thoughts can take their place. Yeah, for some of you here, there's something about your spiritual path here. Maybe that some of you may be working with spirits, or maybe you're afraid to work with spirits or something like that. And so there's this needing to do like some shadow work here, so that like your fears aren't like determining your actions, aren't keeping you from pursuing and going after the things that you want, things that you wish to connect with and to work with. Okay. Right, because there's a big change here coming for you here. And I feel like for most of you, like you're currently experiencing it. But like you may be in the thick of it. Which may be causing you to feel like, oh my goodness. Woo! Maybe causing you to feel overwhelmed, but also slighted. So like you may be feeling like the odds are against you, or everyone's against you. And so there's some things that you really got to release here. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me focus. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Some childhood experiences and stuff could be showing up, could be resurfacing here, right? And rather than kind of like being like, oh, I thought I worked through this, I thought I healed this, just recognize that like you did, right? Don't second guess the work that you've done. Just recognize that you're just going deeper in the healing process. You're going deeper in your healing journey. So certain things may come back up. It doesn't mean that what you did wasn't good enough. It just means like it's just time for you to get back in it. Okay? And like continue that work. Continue to put in that effort to, stay focused, to stay connected, to stay healed. You know what I'm saying? All right, but let's see. And healing. Let's see how this is going to affect you spiritually here. Bottom of the deck here, we have a 7 of Wands. Yeah, look, it's a little boy, and then look. And I say inner child, bro. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, hold on. Yeah, this full moon may bring up like some anger, some frustration for you. But underneath it, you're going to recognize that there have been some repressed emotions that you haven't been looking at, that you haven't really gotten to the root of. And that's what's going to need your focus at this time with this here full moon. Because these emotions, these repressed emotions, are actually what's kind of like prohibiting you from manifesting all the things that you desire in your life. They're holding you back, right? Did I show you the cards? We have the Five of Wands. We have the Magician, right? I showed you the Sun and the Hermit. Right. Yeah. But this is also giving me very much like integrating those shadow aspects of yourself that maybe you kind of shoved down or didn't want to look at. So that you can be more whole, so that you can be more authentic to who you are. Because there are aspects of yourself or bits and pieces of yourself that maybe you haven't been acknowledging or allowing to, shine in your life. And so this full moon is really going to shine a light on that, right? For some of you, this could be like your anger, your rage. For others of you, it could be like really that kind of inner child that maybe like wants to throw a tantrum or is like sad, or right, those feelings that sometimes we kind of push to the side, like, oh, I don't feel like dealing with this, or why do you feel like that, right? And those feelings may really come up for you during this full moon. And if you really give yourself the space and the time to just feel those feelings, to be present with those feelings, it'll allow you to really release them fully so that they're not affecting you in a negative way anymore, but they're actually really guiding you. They're assisting you in a positive way. And that's really what's coming in for you here with this full moon. But also it's like, it's bringing in this greater understanding of like who you are and what your purpose here is on earth, right? For some of you, you may be, or like I was saying, like you may have been struggling to understand or fully grasp like your purpose, or like what it is that you want to do, what it is you feel you're called to do. And really this full moon is bringing in like this energy of acceptance, of allowing yourself to be where you are, to be who you are, and to really feel your feelings fully, and to know yourself on a deeper level. Okay, but let's go ahead. Let's look at how this is affecting you, how this full moon is going to affect you when it comes to money and career. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling like this full moon is really allowing you to like not be perfect, right? I feel like some of you may be like perfectionists or have really high expectations for yourself, and that has been like kind of stopping you from going after certain things, stopping you from doing certain things, or really kind of like putting a lot of pressure on you. And this full moon is really bringing in an energy of just like fun, kind of like excitement, right? There's a little bit of excitement there where it's like, ooh, it's really quiet. So you have to really listen to it. You have to really get quiet within yourself and to be able to hear that kind of inner voice or that inner pull towards the things that really like kind of light you up. But it's there. It's there. And once you give yourself the time and the space to really just allow it to come up, it's really going to be good. Okay? Bottom of the deck here, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, then we have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, like you may be experiencing like this is so weird to say, but like midlife crisis or like a dark night of the soul kind of thing. Yeah. And so I feel like there's this big pull to really go after certain, but this looks very much like a battle here where it's like, yeah, especially with this Five of Wands, there's this battle, this internal battle, it seems like, between like your heart and your mind, where like there's a part of you that's like, I can't do that because I need to do this and that, and I need this and this and this and that, and then your heart is like, yo, I want to go this way. And that's showing up for you here when it comes to money and career, where for a long time you've been for a long time you've been guided by like what's logical, what makes most sense. But for some of you here, right, like going back to what I said at the beginning, it's almost like you're being redirected, either because like certain opportunities are like being given to other people, or like it's like you're very much being redirected here because certain things aren't working out in your life, and that's giving you the space and the opportunity to really narrow in on your heart's desire, what it is that you really want for yourself. And I feel like there's this great opportunity for you to really invest in yourself and to put forth energy into the things that you really want to go after. But it's going to take you kind of getting out of your own head and letting go of the idea of what you thought your life would look like, or the idea of what you think you're supposed to be doing, and really getting into your heart, right? Which is why I feel like the all this green is here at the top of your reading, because like you're not really, there's a over emphasis on like your higher chakras, right, where they may be like overworked, where you may be in your head a lot. You may be trying to like figure out, okay, well, what's the best move, what's the right move, and it's like you're kind of being pushed into your heart space. And for some of you that may be a little bit scary, But I feel like for others of you, this is what you've been asking for, whether you recognize it or not. Like even like a little way, like, oh my gosh. Some of you could have been like, oh my gosh, right? I'm tired of working here. Right? And so you're getting redirected here, boo-boo. Okay? But I feel like it's important that you don't get caught up in a timetable or like when you think things are supposed to happen for you. But that you, if this is something that you really want, right, showing up for you at this time, something that you really want to go after, then put that time and that energy, that effort into it without getting so caught up in the outcome or when is my time gonna be, you know what I mean? Okay, well let's go ahead and go to love and romance for you. How's this showing up for you? How is this energy affected when it comes to love and romance? Oh, excuse me. All right, so some of you, okay. So what I'm getting is there is a desire for love. You could even be like entertaining a few people, but it seems like, yeah, that your focus is mainly on like your career, your spirituality, that kind of thing. But I get the I get the feeling that there's some hesitance here. Because you're feeling a bit vulnerable, right? Because of this big change that's happening here for you. So you've decided to, let me go ahead and put that on pause so I can focus on this right here. Yeah. Like it's very much under construction. And you don't want to like mess up what you got going on here or bring anything else into the picture that may start shaking things up even more. So it's like, right, like, I like the idea, but at the same time, right? But if like for those of you who are in a relationship, but for the most part, I'm kind of getting most of you, especially with this. Yeah. If you are in a relationship, I feel like you may be having a hard time of like expressing your needs, your desires here. So you're going to have to be more upfront about what it is that you want, more honest, be more confident in yourself and in your worth and in like the fact that you deserve what it is that you desire, right? I feel like this change that you're experiencing is affecting you on so many levels that it may be kind of like causing like a bit of friction in your romantic life if you are in a relationship. Right? And with that, I want to say, don't feel like you have to have everything figured out right now or all at once. It's like, take your time. Take your time. Let's see if anything else wants to come. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is speaking about like having a hard time communicating, but also being afraid to like disrupt anything, right? Basically what I was saying is just saying kind of the same thing. Yeah. So your shadow work is important here because I honestly feel like I feel like there may be some like passive aggressiveness kind of showing up for you here. So like make sure you're doing your shadow work so that you're not like trying to hide in the shadows or like manipulate things, but that you're like actually voicing your opinion, talking about what you need. And I feel like that's also showing up for you here in your money and career, where like that's necessary as well. Because you're not like, for some of you, I feel like you may not be speaking up for yourself. You may not be making like your desires clear, even to yourself. Like you may not be even being honest with yourself about what you want. So it starts there, but at the same time, you have to like communicate that to other people. And I feel like it's just a learning process, and it's okay to like take your time. That's all right. Okay. But let's go ahead and look at your crystal. What crystal would be most beneficial for you to work with this full moon? So we got here bloodstone, get up, get moving. And then your angel message is transformation. All right, let's read from the book for transformation. Okay, it says, excuse me. It says, you are ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and to make space in your life for something more purposeful. You may feel a need for clearing out at this time, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually too. As you remove the clutter and debris from your world, you welcome in the energy of transformation. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, you are ready to move beyond the previous limitations of your life. You are moving away from stagnancy or the feeling of being held back and are taking the heavy energies of your life and making them light so that you can fully embrace who you were born to be. When this card appears, angels are acknowledging the emotional and physical transformations that have taken place in your life. They can see you more clearly now that you have released the old and fusty thoughts and situations. There is a feeling of renewal now, and you are moving into a space where you are more comfortable than ever with who you are. You have a spark of splendor burning in the depths of your being, and this spark is creating positive and loving experiences for you now. It's time to enjoy the benefits of your commitment to your growth. Awesome. Okay, now let's read for your crystal bloodstone. Okay, it says, movement is momentum. It is a life force crucial to maintaining a healthy mind, body, and soul. In addition to just feeling better, when we are physically active, our mind is clearer, our mood is brighter, and our spirit is energized. Even on days when it seems hard, stand up and get your blood pumping. You might be surprised at how quickly movement can recharge you. Set specific goals to better serve the needs of your physical body and stay motivated to achieve them. Once you take the first step, kinetic energy will kick in, and soon you'll be off and running. Where does movement and activity place in the list of your priorities? What is getting in the way of being active? How can you incorporate movement into your daily life? Affirm, joyous movement energizes me. Today, do one thing that gets your blood pumping. All right? But that's all I have for you, Pile 3. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. I've truly enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out.